Oi. So those CubeCaps are fucking killing it. I've tried 2 gallon per hour drippers, 0.5 gallon per hour drippers, and 0.3 gallon per hour drippers now. I've tried both 6x6x6 Hugo cubes from Grodan, as well as the 6x6x4 jumbos from both Grodan and from Pargro. And so far, and I've also tried all tons of slabs, and I've tried the FloorFlex cubes and slabs. In my experience thus far, it's almost impossible to prevent algae unless you're running some type of algicide. Like I said, hydrogen peroxide doesn't cut it. And even when you have the caps and all of that shit, it's impossible to block all of the light from getting through because the room is so intensely lit that as the plants are small, they're going to develop some algae, and then it's just going to continue to grow unless you can manage to knock it back, which is difficult to do with just, again, hydrogen peroxide. So those CubeCaps, though, have provided an amazing benefit in that, A, over drip stakes, which I thought was going to be the peak of my irrigation setup, the dripper stakes can get knocked loose real easy. They tear up the medium, the top of the cube. They drip weird sometimes, right? And because of the way that they work, they drip the moisture down into the cube, not on the very top. And so it saturates a little bit differently throughout the medium. Now, with the FloorFlex caps, those were a pain in the ass because they don't open. So if your plant grows too big, then you're fucked. You have to break it off, like I did multiple times. You have to buy separate clips just to keep the lines attached to the FloorFlex caps, which is fucking annoying, and they charge you for them. They break easy. These CubeCaps, they open up in the center. They just snap apart. I have one right here, hold on. So they just snap apart, right? Real easy. Push it back together, boom. Okay, they have these ports at the end of the manifolds that you can open to flush them out if you want. Okay, if you want to just keep your lines hooked up right here, your line sits perfectly in this little cutout and attaches to this manifold, right? And then, like I said, you can either flood the manifolds, just the manifold, by keeping the cap on like that. And then what happens is it'll flood the manifold and come out of these 2 dripper spots right here. Okay, same thing over here. You don't need anything extra to hold your lines on. You could flood the entire cap by keeping these open, and then it floods the cap and drains through all these individual holes. Or you could just close these and have it flood through those 2 and then these 2. Plant gets too big, no big fucking deal. Guess what? Boom! Open it up, and you can still keep it on the plant and working. Just open it up some. FloorFlex, you can't do that, you're fucked. So, I mean, this thing is super fucking dope, super easy, it's well built. I don't feel like it's gonna tear apart or rip at the seams. It clicks and holds together pretty securely. You have to really pull it fucking apart hard, you know? My only critique on them so far is these ports can be kind of a pain in the ass to push in until you get the knack for it. But once you get the knack for it, it's pretty effortless. And yeah, they work fucking dope. And I like how far down they cover the cube too. They go down like a good ½ inch on the sides of the cube. So I like them, and they're working pretty good. You saw they're giving me some really nice root surfing on the top of the cubes. For majority of the plants, they have very little to no algae whatsoever, and yeah, I can't wait to be running completely sterile with those and not seeing any algae whatsoever.